I can't remember when I started arranging flowers. My mother is a gardener, and as were her parents, and my father's father too, and they taught me to grow things. And we'd bring in flowers from the yard, and Mother had me putting them in vases since I was a little girl. And I really like having fresh flowers in the house. It brightens it up. I think one reason we bring flowers into the church is to bring a most beautiful part of God's creation into our worship space. I usually arrange the flowers for church once a month. I take turns with Dick Thompson and Jackie Tapley and Lois Salter. Sometimes I choose the flowers according to the liturgical calendar or a special event. For instance, I use purple flowers a lot during Lent. I might use white and gold for Christ the King Sunday. And for Ascension Sunday, if I can find some white puffy hydrangeas, I like that because it reminds me of the clouds. When there's something pretty blooming in my yard, I'll bring that, such as azaleas or hydrangeas. And I often get the greenery from my yard, like this is Alcuba from my backyard, which has some yellow in it to pick up the yellow in the flowers. One time when I was arranging the flowers, they were they were in memory of a member of our church who had died a few months earlier. And I was thinking about his family and started praying for them while I was arranging the flowers. And since then I've been doing it often. And the arranging, the motion and the activity becomes part of the prayer. God's creation is so important. He made a wonderful place for us to live, and it's just so intricately interconnected. I love being outdoors, either outdoor activities or just walking or sitting outdoors. My favorite place to pray is sitting on my porch looking into the big trees in my yard. When I was younger and trying to figure out my faith and even whether I believed in God, it was really God's marvelous creation that convinced me that there is a God. I've had some very stressful times in my life in the past few years, and I had to give up some of my commitments to take care of my family. But I didn't give up arranging the flowers for the church. It's a peaceful, centering activity, and it creates beauty, which helps my soul, hopefully someone else's too.